John was an amazing director. We understood what the character should be, how we have to work with her feelings, what she wants, what was her goal. And I understood everything what he wanted, and we were creating at the same time. So it was a good connection, great energy.
My connection with the director, he was super funny, and he always explained the character really well. When there was a scene like I didn't get, he would like reenact it. And he would always like go on his knees when he would do it. Oh no, don't do it!
My relationship with the director was a lot of fun. I remember we finished filming a scene. It was like the first thing that we shot that day. And we stopped and he broke out into a little dance. He was like, yes, that was so awesome. And I was like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
The drowning scene. It was the last scene I filmed. So I had to like jump in the pool and I had my eyes open, but it was very fun.
I prepared for the more darker aspects by really letting myself get into that concerned space where I feel for my friends and wanting to be there for people.
When you play a role like Coral, she's very quiet and she just lets stuff happen to her. And I mean, that has happened to me before in many situations because I don't feel like I can speak up for myself, like you said. But it's really important to just find your voice, not in ways that involve violence, obviously, like that. No, do not do that. But it's okay to like say, hey, this is not okay. I was the left out friend for a while, and I would always let people step on me, and I would always let people take advantage of me. And one day it just kind of clicked. I'm like, I'm not taking this from people anymore. I'm going to stand up for myself. So that's what I did. And that's how I could kind of feel once she found herself and she didn't feel like she had to cower under her parents and under all that.
Yeah, I feel like I can more so relate to your guys' characters because, you know, that's the whole point too for people to relate from where they're coming from. Like the whole not standing up for yourself, not knowing what to do, feeling like you're sheltered for so long. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's what people, like the viewers, should be seeing when they see you guys, as in like, oh, this happened in my past life. I want to do something or to change that so I don't see it happening again, like for other family members. So I can definitely relate.
Bonding with the people that you work with is very good because you can see the chemistry on film, and then having to kill them, it's just kind of that's the vulnerable part because like you have to go through that. Same with my point, like when you get close with like the people in the movie, it gets harder to cut them off and or like either like argue with them and film that.
Because the classroom scenes were all chilling and hanging out, but by the time it's trying to camera on, so there's a bunch of that.
We as an actors, we always are observing everyone. Our brains are different. And in my case, I always look other people's behaviors, movements, the way they are, because I fit myself. Because I know one day I'm going to use some of that, some of those things that could help me. That's why acting for me is passion. It's what I love most to do in this life. The most vulnerable moment that I experienced during the film was when I was working in the scene with the director and the kids. And we were finding out more things for this character and connected with the kids and what was happening. And I feel like magic in that moment. It was magic. The way I feel she was doing everything. It was magic for me. Working on this film changed my perspective in a beautiful way because from the director, the crew, the kids, every actor, they put so much love, so much effort, energy to make it happen. Because in Hollywood, you know, it's not easy. Not only doing an audition, it's everything. It's like a hard work of a team. And if some of the team cannot work well, it's not gonna function the machine. So I think the most important thing for me was seeing and experience how everyone, the kids, everyone put the best effort, the focusing, the love, the interaction, the connection. And I really also appreciate how John, the director, was the first day we met in person, how the way he talks to me, he gave me so much confidence, and the words he said to me, it was like a fire inside of me that he woke. And I say, oh wow, I love this. It's what I'm doing. It's really good because he liked my audition, so I'm doing well. And I am here today doing this role. So this is my gift.
I think there were several. I think with working with my daughter, who's Ayla Ray, who played Coral, not because she's my daughter, but she is extremely intuitive. So she would make a suggestion during filming along with the other actors. And a lot of times I would just, take a time out, process what they were asking. And if it made sense, I would go with it. If it didn't make sense, I wouldn't go with it. But yeah, there was some changes, because when you write the story, you have your vision. But once you hire the actors and actresses, it becomes their story. And that's one thing as a director you have to do. You have to be selfless. You have to be mindful and understanding, with still keeping the goal in mind, which is to complete the story. But at the same time, they know what they're doing. So I did give a lot of my actors and actresses, I gave all of them the trust. Once I gave them the role, once they auditioned, they were casted, and we were like, as a group, this is who fulfills the roles. It was game on. I hope they take away from this story that it's important to take care of your children. I was motivated to write this because I feel like a lot of things happen to kids, and kids don't have voices, especially if they die during the process of being abused or something like that. Then there's no voice to tell what actually happened. And I think it's inhumane, and I think it's an uncomfortable feeling to see someone else's child suffer in any sort of way. So for me, I hope the audience take away from this that even if it's not your child, treat that child, if it's yours, like a niece, a nephew, or whatever, but just show respect, show kindness, because we're all connected, if that makes sense. I think the biggest challenge was to take the script and to look at all the pieces, and then delegating each position that we need to fulfill, each crew member, even the cast member, and being able to be honest with myself and letting it go and having that sort of trust, because that was a challenge for me in the beginning. But once I made the commitment, I was comfortable with it. But whenever you see a script and you see it on paper, and you hopefully, most directors, they have that vision. So you have the vision of what you want to see it like, and that's what you write on paper. And as a filmmaker, you have to take the script and the story and coincide the two worlds. And hopefully we did that. Making this movie, it was challenging in some ways, but the good thing is we got it done. I want to encourage up and coming filmmakers out there, do not give up on your dream. Do whatever you can to make it happen. I don't believe in wasted talent. Sometimes you just got to surround yourself around the right people, but always have the right attitude. I can do it. We can do it. We can do it. I can do it. And be a leader that serves people, not just makes it about yourself, because I think collectively, you got to kind of spread the joy. You got to spread the information. you got to spread some sort of kindness. And I think if we're able to do that, we're able to be a lot more successful. I want to say I'm so happy for our crew, the people behind the scenes that we don't know their names, and my beautiful wife, Shelly Neal, amazing person, did an amazing job. And we have just a handful of people behind the scenes that just really did so much good work. And the crews, they don't get mentioned a lot, right? Without a good crew, without a good editor or editors, without good sound, you don't have a good movie. Please follow us on Instagram, look us up, and we're also www.funkhousefilms.com. funkhousefilms.com. You guys will see updates there. Follow our actors and actresses. We will provide you with that information, but make sure you follow their careers and follow, hopefully my career, and we see good things coming from all of us, and our team is building, and we can't wait to introduce you to the additions that are coming to Funkhouse Films and our production house. Blessings, and thank you for tuning in.